Hi everyone, welcome back to StoweActive. Hope that you've had a chance to go onto the Stowe School YouTube channel, have a look at the first few sessions that we've done. That first session on Monday is really important because it focuses on the fundamental exercises that we're going to be working on for the next 5 weeks up until a half term, and they outline the movement and how it should look and how it should feel. So if you need to, go back, watch that video. Look at the cues and how the movement is supposed to look. And hopefully that will really help you motor on with the rest of the exercises that we get onto today. So today we're going to do a little bit something different. We're going to focus on a little bit of balance, a bit of coordination, some mobility, and also a little bit of power production. So really important for sport specifically. So anyone out there who does hockey, netball, rugby, football, any team sport, badminton, this is all about being able to control our movement, balance, and then push off into another direction maybe. So change of direction, balance, coordination, and also we're going to work into some mobility. So on that note, we're going to start by going into a really deep squat. Okay, so what I want you to do is place your feet slightly wider than shoulder width. Okay, and I want you to turn your toes out. Okay, we're looking for about a 30-degree angle in terms of where our toe position is. And I'm going to drop down into a nice deep squat into here. Okay, bring your hands in front, bring your fists together, and bring your elbows onto the inside of your knees. Okay, this position may feel really comfortable, may feel really uncomfortable, or you may not even be able to get there, okay? But this is what we're working towards. So we're just going to hold it for about 10 seconds, I guess. Shake your legs a little bit. Engage through our core, okay? So I want you to breathe in, suck in, keep this tension in your lower abdomen, sink down, drop your bum all the way down between your heels, fists together, drive your elbows onto the inside of your knees. Okay, anyone who's worked with me in rugby over the last term will know that we do this most sessions just to really force that movement and get ourselves used to getting into this nice deep squat. So I'm really sitting back onto my heels, I'm keeping my chest up, I'm keeping my chin up, driving my elbows in there, and this is going to really open up through our hips, so we should feel it working there. I'm then going to come into essentially a lunge position. I'm going to drop my back knee down to the floor. Okay, I'm going to place the hand of the knee that isn't forward in line with my hand, with my foot, and I'm going to rotate and twist up to the sky. Okay, I want a nice straight line from this hand all the way up to the other hand, and I'm trying to rotate through the lower part of my back, and I'm going to step back, I'm going to change legs, opposite hand, down, up, and reach. We'll change one more time with that. So left leg comes forward this time, right hand to the floor, reach up to the sky, really rotate through your pelvis, open up through your rib cage. Change legs again, hands down. Nice, good. Okay, so moving on, we are going to balance on one foot. So to start with, this is our starting point. All I want you to do is spread your toes on your foot, bring this leg up, and we're just holding a balance. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds. So we're just holding this balance, okay? Really drag your kneecap up, okay? So this is going to contract my quadricep, this muscle here on the front of my thigh, by dragging my patella, my kneecap up. That's going to really engage through that quadricep, and it's going to help my balance and my stability because I'm forcing a contraction into all of those muscles in my lower leg. I'm just going to hold here. So this is our start point. This is our balanced start point. Okay, if you're finding that really hard, focus on something that is static, That really helps. And if you need to, you can grab hold of your ear. Absolutely no idea why that works, but for some reason it does. So we're going to move it on. I'm going to stand on my right leg, straighten this leg, drag my kneecap up, engage through my quadriceps, and then I'm just going to go into a forward lean. Okay? My back leg's going out. This leg's trying to stay as straight and as strong as possible. Feel a little bit of a wobble. And then come through. Okay, we're going to try with the other leg. So I'll show you from the side. I'm balancing on this leg. It is straight and strong. Kneecaps up. I'm going forward, keeping that straight, trying to keep my back as flat as possible, and I'm taking it out in front. By forcing that contraction through my quad, I'm forcing that balance. Good, and I'm going to come through. Okay, we're going to do one more of those on each side. So, kneecap up, contract through my quad, breathe in, create tension through my lower abdomen, and then I'm leaning forward. You should feel your foot wobble ever so slightly. Keep that back leg out behind you, keep your chest up. Perfect. And we're trying to really engage through that glute as well. Last time on the left. Balance. Extend. Chest up. Eyes just gazing about 6 foot, 8 foot in front of you on the floor. And you should really feel your glute medius, this muscle in here, and your quadriceps working hard. Okay, back onto our right leg. We're going to do what's called a clock balance, okay? So, I'm going to reach with my right leg to 12 o'clock on the clock. But I'm going to try and remain static. Then I'm going to go to 3. 6. And then I'm going to go across as far as I can to 9. Switch legs. You'll feel your foot just really counterbalance through there. Okay, we're going to do one more each side. That wobble is basically your brain sending messages to your foot, and it's trying to like balance you. But because it does it so quickly, you end up getting that little wobble effect. Okay, and then we're going to go out. And back. You'll find that one seems to be slightly easier than the others tend to. Good. And hopefully, after practicing this a few times, we'll be able to not only balance better, but also reach further, which means we're taking our muscles into a slightly longer contraction. Perfect. Right, okay. Hopefully you've got enough space in your living room or wherever you're doing this so that we can start moving. So, I'm going to take a 2-footed stance, and all I'm going to do is jump forward. We're not looking for a really big jump. I'm not looking for you to set a new world record for the standing long jump. All I want you to do is jump about a foot or 2 forward. And I'm focusing on my landing. So, I'm going to set up, I'm going to jump, and I'm landing nice and stable. Knees directly over my toes, chest up, eyes up, looking forward. Okay? I want you to land in a position where if I asked you to jump again, you would be able to. If you land off balance, then it's really difficult to then spring forward. So in terms of a sporting context, we want to be in a position at all times to be able to move, to be able to change direction, because if a defender or an attacker try and manipulate us, we are in a position where we can do something to combat that. Okay? So we're going to do about 3 or 4 more of these. So we're going to jump, And I'm landing nice and stable, slight bend in the knees. Ready to go if I need to. We'll do one more. Like I said, we're not looking for a massive jump, it's just a small jump, and we're looking for that to be under control. Okay, we're now going to throw in a rebound. So, I'm going to set up in my same stance, feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to jump, rebound, and land on the second one. Perfect, good. Hopefully you have enough space where you are. If you need to, you can go and practice these outside later on, okay? So we're looking for that short rebound and then the stick. We'll just do one more on that. Well done. Okay, the next one we're going to do is we're going to look at a single leg stick. So, same setup, same foot position, same upper body position. I'm going to jump, and I'm going to land and stick on one leg. Okay, much harder this, but it's going to really help that proprioception through your foot, through your ankle, and it'll also really work on engaging our quads and our glutes, okay? These are big stabilizing muscles, and we're looking to work them as much as possible. So we're going to do 5 on the right and then 5 on the left. Really good for netball this, because we're on a nice hard surface, and it's a movement that we do really regularly. Okay, so landing on one foot and helping that balance. And once you nail that, you can focus on everything else that's going on around you. Cool. So, looking at our left foot. Okay, you might find that one's really good and one's not. Okay, this is the time where you find out these things. My left foot is quite clearly not as good. So it's something that I need to work on. Or just focus on my landing mechanics slightly more. So I'm really focusing and thinking about my whole foot landing on the floor, my body weight continuing to move forward, so I'm not leaning back, and that's not going to help my balance. My body weight leans forward, and then my foot spreads over the floor, and my balance starts to kick in. Good, I believe that was 3, so we're going to do 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Okay, so now we're going to look at our single leg rebound. So exactly the same as we did with the 2 foot. We're going to rebound off 2 feet and land on 1 foot. So jump. Okay. Slightly harder, but it's just adding an element in. Perfect, so that's our right, and let's do our left. So really try and stick that landing. Focus all your attention on that foot, that balance, that flexion through the knee and through the hip. And the rest will be done for you. Nice. Okay. So increasing the intensity slightly now. We're going to start with our clock, but we're doing our single hops. Okay? So I'll show you through it. We're going to go from the middle of our clock here. We're going to go forward, back to the middle, sideways, back to the middle, backwards, back to the middle, sideways, back to the middle. That's 1 round. Okay? So we're going to just do 1. So you're going to start with your right. You're going to try and remain on your right at all time. So forward, back, side, back, forward, Okay? So that's one round of our clock. So we've done our right, now we're going to do our left. Good. Okay, we're going to go one more time through each of those. Okay, and we're going to speed it up just slightly. So you're going to go forward, back, sideways, back, forward. Okay? If you're really good at this, you can just up the pace, but please maintain balance and composure at all times. I'd rather you slowed it down a touch than just try to hammer your way through it and lose control and lose focus on the movement. Okay, let's have another go. Right leg. Oh. Brain forgot which direction I was going in. Okay, and rest there. Woo! Legs are feeling a little bit heavy now. Okay, so back to our focus at the beginning. We're going to engage in that deep squat position, okay? So now our blood's flowing a little bit more. We're going to focus on that mobility again. Feet slightly wider than shoulder width, toes turned out. Sink down, knuckles together, elbows driving onto the inside of your knees. Keep that chest up. If you need to breathe in and push your hips forward. And we're looking for a 10-second hold from here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake those legs off. So, big deep breath in. Feet there. Chest up, chin up. Sink. Elbows driving into the inside of your knees. And just hold that position. Chest up, chin up. Really focus that attention on pushing your heels into the floor and trying to spread your toes out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. We're going to lunge forward again. Back knee's going to come down to the floor. Opposite hand forward and reach up to the sky. We're rotating through our lower part of our back, trying to keep your knee in line with your toes. Don't let it spread out. We're going to hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change legs. All right, leg comes forward this time. Back knee comes down to the floor. Left hand and rotate. My knee was just popping out there, so I'm just going to really work to squeeze it in. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Last thing, before we finish off, we're going to drop down into that squat again. So, feet shoulder width, chest up, chin up, drop down, knuckles together, elbows on the inside of your knees, keep your eyes up. Squeeze, really work on promoting your chest at this position. Good, we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up we come. Well done. Okay, we're going to just shake our legs off. Just get some blood flowing back into them. Okay, just pushing your hips from side to side. Shake them off just one more time. Brilliant. See you tomorrow for another episode.